Can I turn it this way? No, it
Well, now
told me
you're
it's
upside down.
it told me it's locked this way. I'm supposed to do it this way. Oh my gosh, we would be backwards, wouldn't we?
Wait, so should I turn mine?
See if it works. If it doesn't, I guess we're just going to be backwards.
Oh my god. I hope not. Oh my god. Let me see. Oh my gosh.
You don't look sideways anymore, but is it working like on your end?
Yeah.
Yay!
Can I fix it?
It looks like it works to me. Is it okay on your end?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have been like dying to talk to you and get to know you a little bit better.
I know. I just want to hug you.
I know we have to figure out a meetup. It's just ridiculous that we're like a little bit less than 2 hours apart, and you know.
Yes. No, we're definitely meeting up.
Okay. I was trying to find places that were like in the middle. So I went online and I said, what's in between? And then I put your point and my point, our towns.
Mhm.
And it had like some random place. And apparently there's like a website that's called like meetinthemiddle.com or something like that. And they'll tell you like a good halfway point to meet. But the problem was like, they were suggesting all these hotels and stuff for us to go to. And I'm thinking, I hope Jess isn't too disappointed, but I wasn't really thinking of that kind of meetup.
Yeah, not on our first meetup.
Yeah, maybe the second, but you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out because the town that they suggested, I think it was kind of, hi Linda. I'm glad to see you. She's been, I think, on vacation. Is that right? I thought I read like Linda had said she was going to be away this month, so she was taking a month off of Things We're Making Thursday.
Lucky.
But the place they suggested, like time wise, seemed like right in the middle, but there was like nothing there. You know, it was like hotels and tiny bohic town. You know, so I'm like, we'll have to find something else.
How far away are you from Hershey?
Probably about 45 minutes.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you close to Hershey?
No, but we were gonna take the kids there, so if we did that, then if it's only 45 minutes.
Not till Sunday. No. Yes. If you're going to Hershey, definitely stop by.
Yeah, definitely.
We try to do Hershey every year. Last year we didn't get to just because of like the boys were on the swim team and then it went right into marching band and you know, life.
Yeah.
But we've tried to go there every year. Maybe we could even meet up there. That would be cool. Like if you went a day that we could go.
Yeah. Because my two oldest are like the same age as your boys.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely happening.
Yeah, I know for sure. Maybe that'll be our meetup, but we'll have to take a film of us like on a roller coaster or something.
Oh my god. Put our hooks in the air.
I would lose mine because I'd probably get so scared I'd let go of it. Probably kill somebody down below. Someone gets stabbed in the head with a crochet hook. I saw Joanne get on. I didn't want to ignore you. Hi, Joanne. Happy Monday to you too.
Happy Monday.
It's the crazy girls.
Yeah. Doing it.
Oh, we got 5 on. Can you see that on your screen? I have to lift my glasses up to where I can read it.
Oh yeah, now I see we have 5. Yeah.
5 alive. So where are you going, Linda? You said Sunday you're going on vacation. I think I need to change out glasses. I need to put my reading glasses on. I'm such an old lady. Awesome, Joanne. I'm trying to see if I can get it. Oh, yeah, I have to turn the volume off. I'm going to put it on my other device too, because sometimes it's easier to see the comments if you have the live on another device as well.
Hi, Beverly.
Hi, Beverly. I have to find it. So I put a poll up. Hey, now, no cracks about age, you youngsters. Oh, you can call me a youngster anytime. I'll take it. Yo, J Hook, the whole fam is watching.
Hi, Stinky, Sebastian, Valerie, Shelley.
Linda is going to see the grandkids. Awesome. Are they far from where you live? Oh, here we go. I've got it up. Now I can see the comments a little better. Oh, I was just telling you guys, I put a poll up. I tried to do a book cover for the band buddies. And like I did the best I could. I put 2 options up there to vote from or start over and try again. So if you guys get a chance to go and check out my poll and see if you think either of the band or either of the book covers look good, you know, give it a vote.
Vote, 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 vote. Sorry, I'm a singing, dancey person. So.
I know, I can tell from your videos. And you guys did such a good job with the theme song. I'm really impressed.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Everybody's always constantly like, that's so cool that you guys have a theme song and it's so catchy. And I hopped into a live with Grammy Colleen yesterday, and she was singing it on the live. So it's got to feel good to hear people singing your song.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I was nervous, and I'm like, all right, here it is. And then we got such a good response. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool.
I don't know. I'm going to be sad if it ends.
I don't want it to end.
I don't either. I don't either. I don't know. We'll have to see about like next January, seeing if we just extend it.
Yeah, just extend it a new year. We'll get a new jingle. It'll be fine.
We'll start working on the jingle now then.
Yeah, I'll let
a forever long collab, free pattern each month. Linda said, I'm on the East Coast, they are on the West, so across country. Oh, wow. So it's, Linda says, hi, Joanne. It's fun having it. It is fun having a theme song and a Facebook group. I mean, what's going to happen to that Facebook group if we just end it after a year?
Yeah,
you know, I feel like we kind of have
on this.
I know. I feel like we have like something more permanent set up here than just a year.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Linda, I guess that you don't make that trip too often. Is that my glasses making a glare? Oh, no, it's the glasses. Look like I had like a big zit on my face right here or something. I don't think so. I just went to the skin doctor today.
You look beautiful, darling.
Oh, thank you. You too. So, Linda, I guess you don't get to see your grandkids that often. It sounds like you guys, if you're on the opposite ends, it's probably a long distance. So, becoming its own community. Yes, Joanne, I agree. It's kind of like, you know, it's a good thing that we have going, I think. And a lot of people like it. And it's nice to just be something that you can go in and out of. It's not like a lifetime commitment, you know?
Yeah.
Or you get fired or anything like that. No 2 years since I've been there. Oh, wow. That's a long time. Oh, you must be really excited. Must be really excited to see the grandkids. A lot happens in 2 years.
Oh, yeah. They grow fast.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And then soon they're moody teenagers and
yes,
complain about everything. You're going through that with me too.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I'm just glad I don't have a girl because I don't know if I could handle the girls.
Yeah. Yeah, girls are a little rough.
I see them at the school, so that's enough. I'm like, I can leave you at the end of the day, but
yeah. Yeah, our oldest is graduating 8th grade tomorrow.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, she's all excited. So we got her dress and everything all ready.
Aw. High school
I don't
next year.
know where this time went. I feel like I was just putting her in preschool.
I know, it's so fast. It is
Oh,
so fast. I started counting it, with how many first days of schools are left because Roman just finished his ninth grade year, and so he only has 3 more first days of school. Now, if he goes to college, there'll be first days of school, but not the same, like,
right.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
it's
about,
different.
like yeah, yeah,
Oh,
public school, whatever, so just 3 more.
oh my gosh.
You have 4 more.
Oh,
Is your younger one going into 7th or 8th? Or middle one, not younger one?
oh yeah. My middle one is going into 7th, and then Kitty's
Okay.
going into 4th. So I got some time
Aw.
to recover.
Yeah, yeah, she'll be around a while.
I
Tell
told her
her
she's
to
not allowed
never. Okay, she can't grow up, and don't turn into a moody teenager.
She turns 9 at the end of the month, and I'm like, that's it. You have to freeze. No more. That's it.
Aw, aw.
My little kitty.
You'll have one in each school then, right? Like elementary, middle, and high.
Yep.
Oh, that's rough.
Yep.
That's really rough. Oh.
Yeah.
Last year was well, I shouldn't say it was the only year because they were in elementary. They're 2 years apart in school, so they did quite a few years of elementary together. But then there were a few years that they were 2 different, and then last year they were both in the middle school. I was like, "Oh, this is nice," and I worked at the middle school, so it was, like,
Perfect.
perfect. And then he had to go into high school, so
How dare he?
I know, how dare he? He ruined my plans.
Yeah. Yeah. Good thing going there.
Yeah, yeah. Next year, 2 different schools, and then they'll be in the same school again. So,
That's good.
yeah. I don't know, I just thought it was easier when they were doing that. And I have it easy compared to some people. "Colleen, hi." "Hi, mom." I follow her on Facebook. She's awesome. You've got a great mom.
Oh, thank you. I do. Oh, speaking of my mom, she just got me this the other day. It's a hook with my name on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so
Is it
cool.
a J hook?
Yes, it is.
A J for Jessica?
Yep. She got one for herself with her name on it, but I think she got an H.
Not a C hook, huh?
Wow. That's
Aw,
so cool. She's always finding cool stuff like that on Facebook.
cool. That is really neat. I don't have any special hooks. I have a lot of hooks that were my Grammys
Mm.
and a few hooks that I bought myself before she passed away.
Aw.
And my husband got me those. Hi, Tim, how are
Hi,
you?
Dad.
I can't remember the names of those now.
Oh,
Tulips?
Tula.
Yeah, tulip. That's
Do you
it.
like
Yeah.
those?
Yeah, they're pretty nice. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
starting to get used to them. They're very slidey, and
Uh,
so I just was used to regular hooks, so it kept falling off the hook whenever I was making something,
yeah.
because it was so slippery. But I guess that's supposed to be the good part about it. You can move fast with it because it slides, but,
Yeah. And you don't get
uh,
that squeaky noise.
yeah, 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 so I use those too.
Mm.
So, Deb, how are you doing tonight? Mine belonged to my mom. Oh, that's nice.
Aw.
Now, Linda is another lefty crocheter, and I just learned last night that you're left-handed, but you crochet right-handed.
Yep.
Deb is a fan of the tulips. I had to get used to them. I do like them, but I just had to get used to them. So I found that interesting. Is it because you learned from a right-handed person, or like what? How did that work out?
I'm pretty ambidextrous. Like I primarily write with my left hand and do stuff with my left, but I could also do a lot of things with my right. And some stuff just feels more natural. And
Oh,
when my mom taught me, she's a righty, so I guess I just automatically started doing it with my right.
oh, that's awesome. I remember having a conversation with Linda, and she was saying that it was a little bit tricky because she learned from her mom too. I'm a real lefty is what she said. Yeah.
Fake.
And yeah, Linda, I don't want to tell your story for you, but I remember you saying that it was a little, you kind of had to figure it out yourself from what your mom was showing you right-handed. I think that would be tricky. I had heard that crocheting is one of the things that's really difficult to teach somebody who doesn't uh, do it with the same hand as you. So I don't know. Linda does everything left-handed.
Oh, no, I could do some stuff right-handed. Like when
Okay.
I played softball, I bat lefty, but I throw righty.
Oh
And
my
my
gosh.
parents bought me a lefty glove, and I'm out in the field taking my glove off and throwing, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
That must have confused everybody. They're like, wait a minute, she's throwing with her right hand, but didn't she pitch with her left?
Yes, I don't know. I'm a weirdo.
Now, I'm always curious, like if lefties, because oh, she learned knit first. Okay. Does
Mhm.
that help you think to learn knit before crochet if you're a lefty?
Mm.
I just wonder if you watch everybody do everything right-handed, if it kind of like influences you. When you're young, you're not thinking about it, but you know, it's just a
True.
curious thing. Roman, oh, Beverly said we have a variety of hooks. Some were my mother-in-law's, some mom's, some aunts, and some that I bought as well. Nice, you have quite a
Oh,
collection then.
that is
That's
a good
awesome.
question.
That's awesome. Roman started out writing left-handed, and then when he went to preschool, he would put his left, because everybody else was using their right hand, he would put his left hand over his right hand and write like this until he was able to write left hand or right-handed by without doing
Oh,
that. And we
what?
kept telling him it's okay to write with your left hand. You don't have to switch, but he just was determined that that's what he was going to do.
Yeah, that's probably easier
But
for him because that was the hardest in school. Because the desk,
yeah,
the desks were made for right-handed, the
they
notebooks were made for
are.
right hand.
That's
Yeah.
true. And writing left-handed, from what I've seen, you get the ink or the
Yep,
graphite all over your hand because you're dragging your hand through it.
yep.
But if you're right-handed, you're not doing that. Oh no, the problems of lefties. Linda said the nuns tried to make me use my left hand, but it didn't work. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are so weird about that.
I
Or at
don't
least,
either.
yeah, it doesn't seem like that's something that should be a big deal in life.
Yeah,
I
as
don't
long
know.
as you're getting it done, right? Wherever you gotta
Yeah,
get
I would think. The nuns used to crack me on the knuckles. Oh, I'm
Ooh.
sorry you had to go
Oh,
through
that's
that. That's awful. That's awful. My grandfather said the same thing happened to him. I don't know. I don't think it was nuns, but when he went to school, they really wanted him to write with his right hand, and they would hit him with a ruler until he would use his right hand.
oh
I don't
boy.
know. Just man, times were tough back then.
Yeah. Oh, I
Because
don't know.
it like I said that I don't really feel like that's such a big deal. Like what hand you write
Yeah,
with.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, so weird.
I don't know.
Ah.
That's crazy.
Oh, Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah. Sorry I'm late. Hello, everyone. I'm going to be lurking. I just got home and working on a project. Great to see you. Great to see you too, Sarah.
Yes, hi, Sarah.
Sarah, oh, let's see. Linda said the world is made for right-handed people.
Mhm.
I guess because of majority, but I don't
That's
know. I don't see why it couldn't be more flexible. It just seems like a dumb thing to be so strict about.
I agree.
Sarah was my pattern tester for the band buddies. So I wanted to tell you, Sarah, that I put book cover pictures up on a poll on on my YouTube page. You know, if you wanted to vote. So I went through today and finished editing everything. So my eyes are a little blurry.
Yeah, I seen too. It was like boom, boom, boom. I was like, wow, this girl's busy.
I didn't make the videos today. Sarah said I haven't seen it yet. I'll go check it out. Thank you. Yeah, if anybody, it would be helpful if you could give me some feedback on if you like the covers, and if you didn't, it's totally fine. Just put try again. I don't want to put something dumb up. But the videos kept popping up because as I was editing one of the patterns, I would switch the video tutorial from link only to public. It just kind of, because then I can use the link and put it in the pattern.
Oh, okay.
So I had made the tutorials way back in the fall. As I was doing the pattern, I was also making the tutorials. If I had to make all those tutorials right now, I probably would have quit.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I know she's fast, but this is like, wow.
No, those videos were already made. What Sarah had found when she was testing the patterns was I set the settings on the video tutorials for link only, thinking that if you bought the pattern, then you could put the link in and watch them. So apparently link only means that you have to be directly sent the link to click on it in order to get in it. You can't just know the link. So like if you copied and pasted it from the pattern, it didn't work. It said your settings are off. If you so it's just, what's your favorite pattern for a blanket and why? Go ahead, Jess, you first.
Ah, I like anything from the middle out. I think that's always fun. I like watching it grow. So that's why.
I've mentioned this on my YouTube before, but I actually hate making blankets because,
I don't mind them,
well,
but
the I don't mind making them, but what I hate about it is that we don't really need any more blankets, and it's an expensive gift, if you just keep making them over and over. Expensive and time consuming. I feel like I'd rather be working on some other kind of project, like the projects kind of like what we do for things we're making Thursday, things that are useful and fun and smaller and don't take so much time and don't take so much yarn.
yeah.
So if I had a need for blankets, I'd probably make them more, but you know,
We
baby
always love
blankets.
the crochet blankets here, but like you said, I wouldn't just sit down and make it just to make it
Yeah,
because but if it was for somebody or for something, then yeah. My mom
yeah.
makes a bunch of blankets for all like babies and stuff, and she just whips them out like crazy. I don't know how she does it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. What did Sarah say? I love that you have Jess with you. This is my first time being face to face with her. Me too. I was so excited. I've been dying to meet Jess. Like I feel like I know you already, but I know that like this is really our first time to talk to each other.
Yeah, you were
So
like my first like yarny friend that I made.
oh, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
remember you bought one of my pattern books. I was like, oh, she's my best friend now.
Yes. Oh, I love that book. I want to make
Awesome.
everything.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't get that book anymore.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you have a one of a well, it's not one of a kind because I think other people bought it, but
We'll just
limited edition. Limited edition.
Mhm.
Linda said she likes corner to corner. I
Oh,
like corner to corner too. We did that love blanket. That, oh my gosh, that made my eyes water.
yeah. I think it made all our eyes water.
Oh my gosh. But I
Oh,
think if it didn't have so much switching in it, it would have been more relaxing. Like if it was just all one color, if you had a variegated yarn and you just did the pattern over and over without,
yeah.
worrying about when to switch the colors. But that's what was stressful, was knowing when to switch and which direction you're going. Yeah, I had two
Yeah.
patterns because I messed up one and then I had to go back and, mark the next one and make sure I was doing it correctly.
Yep.
So,
Just counting those little boxes.
oh, yes.
Oh my God, I never counted so I just kept counting over and over. I'm like,
Over
oh
and
my
over.
God.
It was a very time intensive project. I was like,
Yes,
I don't want
especially
to
when
do
you
another
started off.
project like this.
Yeah, we came in guns blazing, man. We started off hardcore. Everything else
I
sounds like, "Oh, okay."
yeah, I can't believe that we made it in a month.
Yeah. I can't believe we did.
Denise said that blanket looks stressful. It was pretty stressful.
It
I
was.
put a lot of time into it. I put, like, all other projects on hold.
Mhm. Yep. I
So,
think we're all emailing each other too, like, "I don't
yeah,
know if it's gonna be done."
yeah. Linda said, "I did one in ombre yarn and it turned out nice." I believe it. I don't think it would be stressful. Oh my gosh, hi.
Hi.
I forget your first name. Tell me again, because I think I was calling you by the wrong name when I was on with Joanne. Sarah said we can't all be as fast as
Oh,
Jenna.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was looking those up quick, and
Oh,
even that
Linda
other
said,
one she did.
yeah. Linda said no changing colors. Yeah, that probably made it more fun.
Yeah.
Is it niece like I have a niece and nephew? That would be free-handedly made.
Shared your
Shared
oh,
y'all
thank
out.
you.
Yay! Thank you. She's
Thank
the
you.
best. She shared
She
out.
is.
She's
Niecy.
Nisi. Nisi. Okay, thank you. Because I don't want to call you the wrong thing. Nisi.
Niecy. That's pretty.
Yeah, she helped Roman out a little bit too. She's the best.
Yes. She's so sweet.
Yeah. Nisi. Okay.
Say it a few times so it goes in
So
there,
it
right?
goes in my brain, yeah. There was another person that was, like, new to me knowing their first name when I was on with Joanne, and I think I kept mixing up Nisi and the other person. So, I'm sorry, I apologize, Nisi, I think I called you by the wrong name a few times when I was on with Joanne.
Mhm. That's like
Uh,
when I talk about you to my family or something, I'm like, Heather from Strings and Threads, and blah, blah, and they're like, "We know who she is. You don't have to say the whole."
it's like when you become a mom and you no longer are like Jess or Heather, you're Roman's mom or Odin's
Yep,
mom. You know,
yep,
you lose your name. When I started
yep,
working at the school, it was that, oh, it's Roman's mom. No one called me Mrs., my name, but
yeah,
hi, Roman's
yep,
mom.
yep. Like, "Oh, that's me."
Yeah, yeah. I gave up on trying to correct.
Yeah, you just go with it. Some people call me Megan, Stephanie. I'm just like, "Hi, how are you?" I don't know where you're getting that from, but okay.
If you're looking at me, I guess you mean me.
Yeah, I'm like,
But
"Hey, I'm not gonna correct you."
when I was in school, oh, Sarah said, you may have talked about this already, but how did the craft fair go? I haven't had a chance to get the videos I wanted to watch. Sorry, it went off too fast.
Butters.
Butters is doing much better after his surgery, though.
Oh, good, good.
Yes, I'm
Worried
so
about
glad.
little fur baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, the craft fair was good. It got rained out on its original date, so it got rescheduled. And of course, it was on Memorial Weekend, and it was beautiful out, so I think everybody went down to the shore. So we didn't get too much traffic, but it still was a decent crowd, and I think I did pretty good. I was happy with it. Thank you for asking.
Oh, glad your fur baby is doing better, Denise said. Yeah, I think we all are. I was worried there. And
Yeah.
that was your young fur baby too. It wasn't the older one. Not that either way, Deb said I have made the ocean's waves BK.
I think that means blanket.
Oh, blanket. I'm sorry. He's the baby, yes, 7 years old.
Mhm.
We have a service dog at our school. I work in the special ed department. And they had to put the service dog down a couple days ago. I felt so bad.
Aw.
He was getting old and was very sick. Blanket a couple of times. Nice. I would be curious to see a picture of that, Deb. The ocean waves blanket. It sounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was sad, but he hardly came to school this year. I think he only came to school like 5 days just because he was really not doing well. Um, I never knew him as a pup. I only started at the middle school 5 years ago. I started at the elementary school and then got bumped up to the middle school. So he was already a little bit older when I was there, but apparently when he was a pup, he used to be really good with the kids and didn't mind if the kids would like maybe tug his ears or something like that. But he was really kind of getting nervous when kids would go near him because his ears hurt and because he wasn't feeling well and wasn't doing well. So I guess it was time. I hope they get a new one.
Yeah, they usually do, right? I know my kids
I
went through
hope.
at least like 3 in their elementary school.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
They're so
that's sad that they went through 3. Oh.
well, I mean, like throughout all 3 of my kids going,
Oh, I
like
see.
throughout the
I
years,
see.
not
The special
consecutive.
ed teacher is the one who, like, trained the dog and kept the dog. It was actually her dog that she would bring to
Oh,
school, but she
wow.
had it like it was an official service dog. It had the whatever you put on it to show that it's a service dog, so it was a real service dog. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, it would be up to her, whether she was gonna get another one or unless another teacher wanted to get one. So, I don't really know. Alright, I think we're missing a couple of
Yeah.
comments here. So Nisi said, now that I got the all in the family blanket done, I'm going to start working on Mr. Handsome's blanket. I've never heard of that one. I'd love to see a picture of it. I'm making him the comfort cabin blanket. Oh, Mr. Handsome's blanket. Is that your husband? I thought that was the name of the blanket.
You're like, "Yeah, let's
I
see what's
should
like
read it
here."
before I say it out loud because I just really show everybody how foolish I am all the time. So it's the comfort cabin blanket, also a yarn inspirations pattern and a tutorial done. Nice. Mikey from the crochet crowd. So yeah, it's the hubs. Okay. Well, that's cool that you call him Mr. Handsome. So Sarah said, so Heather, guess what I'm working on? Finally getting to my fam blankets, working on the navy cabled panels and the deer blanket I showed you last week. Oh wow, those are big projects. She has a really nice cabled blanket and it's like crocheted cables, but it almost looks like those knitted cables that you see, really raised, and they look like they're really detailed and time consuming. And
Yeah,
then
I
she
tried
had a
those cables and I was like, I can't."
I never tried it, but they do look neat. Um, she had a Grafghan of a deer for
Ooh,
somebody in her family, and she showed me how much she had done. It's really, really pretty.
ooh.
Um,
Ooh, I hope she
well,
shares
that's
that one. I'd like to see that.
yeah, you need to show it on your channel, Sarah.
Yes,
Those are
Sarah.
the kind of things that you can show. Now you got Jess on you too.
Yeah.
So, well, that's awesome that you're getting to that. Now the band buddy is off the plate. Hi, Bridget. How are you? It's good to see you.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome.
A Monday night, huh?
Uh,
You have Mondays off, right? Did I hear you
yes.
say that in a video? Okay.
Yes. But I'm so happy on Mondays.
Sarah said I haven't because my aunt watches, but soon just tell her not to look. Can you restrict her from watching? I don't know. I guess you can't really do that.
Guess we'll have to
I
wait.
see. So that's why you're not doing it. All right. Denise said, yeah, we all would love to see it. Now you got Denise on you too.
Yeah. Now we gotta wait. It'll be worth the wait, I think.
So what's the oh, I'm wonderful. Thank you. How are you? We're so excited. Or I can't speak for other people. I always say we as if like I can speak for the world, but I'm really excited to be here and I'm really
I am
excited to
too.
talk to everybody. Jess, I wanted to ask a story because I don't know if I ever heard the story about your mannequin behind you because I think you got on one day and you said, "Oh, I have a story about this, but another time. And if you told it, I don't remember. So
No, I don't think I ever did. I think I just whoop. Yes, this is my lovely girl Genevieve. Um, so me and my grandma, we were really, really close. I was her first granddaughter, everything.
oh,
And she ended up passing away on my birthday.
oh,
And
I'm sorry.
then my youngest Kitty is born on her birthday.
Oh,
So we had a nice thing. And she always told me that her middle name was Genevieve. And she would always say, "Oh, I love my middle name. I love it. I love it." And she would go on and on. And my parents went to go on a cruise, so they had to get passports and everything. So they had to fill out paperwork. And then my dad's kept coming back and they're like, "No, your mom's name's not right." And he's like, "What do you mean my mom's name's not right?"
huh.
Long story short, we found out that her middle name was never Genevieve. It was Anne.
Oh,
And she took it to the grave with her. And in April, I turned 40, the big 40. And my mom threw a surprise birthday party for me, and she got me the mannequin. And I
uh,
thought, what better way to celebrate, with me and my grandma, to give the name that she loves so much.
that's awesome. So, do you think that she believed her middle name was Genevieve, or that she just like was being silly and loved that
I,
and wanted to?
yeah, I think she just loved it and she just went with it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. She's a funny, crazy girl. I think that's where I get it from.
That's pretty cool. And then to name your mannequin that's awesome.
Yep, that's my girl Genevieve. She's got the show.
Aw.
Cute. I like it because I
Which
like dressing her, like putting my
oh,
stuff
that's
on
neat.
her. I think she pulls it off better than I do, though.
Aw, that's not true. I love all of those sweaters that you make. They look so good on you.
Oh, thank you. Wait till
I was
you guys
gonna ask,
see Wearable Wednesday.
uh-oh, it does not fit you. Sarah said you would never guess, I'd never guess you're 40. What a wonderful story about your grandma. Aw.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
So, what's the story of your wearable Wednesday?
Oh, you guys gotta wait and see. I don't want to
Oh,
give
no.
away, but let's just say
Okay.
your girl needs to practice more.
The stitches look so pretty.
Yes, yes, they are. They are.
Is it
Oh,
just the wrong size?
yeah.
You meet by 1 year.
By a lot.
Oh.
But it's so funny. It's funny. My mom came over and I was like, "I have to show you this." And then I'm like, "I can't wait to tell my Yarny friends and show them this." Oh, it's gonna be funny.
Oh, they're having a competition over age. A
Oh,
couple of them said they're 41. Ooh,
you guys just
41.
have to up me one, huh?
Just finished my show for Judy's Creations and Joe Dune Inspirational Shaw. That's awesome, Deb. I shouldn't tell you guys then that I turned 50 on my last birthday. So,
Wow, I would never guess that.
oh, thank you. That's nice. I think the gray hairs give it away.
Oh, that's the only
Y'all
good
could
thing
be my
about being
daughters.
a redhead is you don't go gray.
There you
We go
go.
white. I'm excited to turn white, so we'll see.
I was letting it grow out, and then I went last spring. I went for a job interview. There was a different job opening in the school for a teaching position. I didn't end up getting it, but I was told that you should never go to a job interview with gray hairs. So I dyed my hair because I guess older women are not desirable in the job
Oh,
market.
wow. They're lost,
So,
I say.
well, that's the way it goes. Turned 68 in October. Linda did.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
So, I've been letting it grow out since then, like the ends. I dyed the weird thing is I dyed it brown, but the ends are kinda, like, blondish, so I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
being in the sun.
Maybe. I have no idea. I just let it go. I figure one of these days, because I keep getting it trimmed, one of these days it'll catch up.
So you're gonna
So,
let it grow out, you think?
yeah, I'm just gonna let it grow out. I'm done. I'm a redhead and I'm gray.
What? No, you're not. Is that now she's trying to tell me I'm not a real redhead. First she's making she's like, "You're
Oh,
not a real
man.
lefty."
That's rough. That's
That's
rough.
what my hairdresser and my great-grandmother told me.
I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Well, we'll have
Okay,
to
so I was told by my hairdresser last time I got a trim, she said that when your hair starts going gray, you use that purple shampoo and that makes it white.
Oh.
So but she said if you use it every day, your hair turns purple. This is what she told me. I haven't tried using it every day, but I've used it like 2 to 3 times a week. So Linda said yes. She's gray.
"Hi, honey." That's my husband.
Aw. Thank you for the nice theme song there you ingested for things we're making Thursday. Everybody sings it. I was telling Jess that I was on a live, I was not hosting the live, but I went and watched a live yesterday, and somebody was actually singing the Things We're Making Thursday song, who's not part of Things We're Making Thursday. Um,
I like what you said when, like, because it's stress-free and you can put a video out whenever, and your kids are like, "Things we're making Monday, things we're making Tuesday."
yes. They always make fun of me if I'm watching a video and it's not Thursday. They're like, it's not. I'll have to look into that shampoo. My hair is mousy gray. Yeah, it's just like I think it was just called purple shampoo, and it
Yeah.
is purple. It's like stains my shower, so I have to wash it up right away so that it doesn't get you know make a little purple spot in my shower. But yeah, so the reason I dyed my hair was for the job. I used to be a music teacher, and then I stayed home with my kids when they were little. But then when my youngest was in first grade, I went back to work. And it's interesting because I was talking to another teacher, and they said that teaching is one of the only professions that the more educated you are, the less desirable
Mhm.
they hire me. They were hiring the people fresh out of school because they didn't have to pay them as much.
Cool.
So teachers are unionized, and there's a pay scale. So even if I would say just pay me, the entry wage or whatever, I couldn't do that because they have to look at my years experience. They have to look at um, the uh, education that I have and then plug that in, and that's the salary I have to get.
Right.
So then there was a elementary band position that opened up last year. The elementary band teacher retired, but guess what? They hired somebody new and fresh.
Of
Not
course.
me,
Of
even though I was
course.
working at the district.
Mm.
I'm like, I don't really love it anymore, so I'm just not going to pursue it anymore.
But the good thing is at least your schedule kinda coincides with your
Yes,
kids, so that's good.
that's 100% the reason why. I feel lucky that I'm in a position that I can take a job like that and in the summer have off because I know my kids. If I had to go and work all day, we don't live close enough to walk to anything,
Mhm.
so they would sit at home and play video games all
Oh,
day and
yeah.
wouldn't do anything.
That's my
So, like,
kids.
now we have them on the swim team, they're on 2 different bowling leagues, and I drive them.
Mhm.
But if there was no one to drive them, they'd be doing nothing all summer. So I'm lucky, and I know not everybody can be in a position to do that, but, you know, while I can do
Yeah,
that, I wanna take advantage, and
definitely.
pretty soon they'll be driving themselves, so scary.
They're
Roman
coming off
turns
the
16
road.
next year.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Bridget said the purple shampoo makes my hair turn blue with one use.
Oh! Oh, geez.
Wow. I never had that, excuse me, that experience,
Uh-oh.
but I did feel like it made the grays a little bit, I don't know.
Mm.
So,
I never
I
even
guess
noticed. Smurf hair.
wow, Smurf hair. Let me see, can you see it a little bit more there?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
And there's, like, streaks here. I think you have to look at it in the right angle on the camera, but
Yeah, 'cause it
in
kinda
real life, you
shows
can
that, like, the rest of your hair, so I never noticed. Too busy looking at your awesome crochet stuff.
Ooh. Well, thank you, you too.
Mm, mm, mm.
So Bridget said, "I'm very light blonde, though, well, when I'm not using wild colors." It might be kind of fun to have blue hair, I don't know.
Yeah, live it up. I have a friend who's well, she was a coworker that turned friend, and I think she's 60 what is she? 60? Maybe 60, 61 or so, and she dyed her hair purple, and she just pulls it
Oh,
off, and I just think it's the coolest thing.
oh, that is awesome. Sarah said my hair was blue in high school. I would have loved to see a picture of that. Bridget said, "Currently I'm blonde, blue, purple, and pink."
Oh,
Wow,
cool. That's cool.
that is cool. Nisi said, "I used to be very light blonde when I was little. The older I got, the darker my hair got." I always had dark hair when I was young. And I tried in high school to dye it blonde because I thought it would be fun to be a blonde, but it just ended up turning orange. So
So you didn't have more fun?
it wasn't meant to be. It's light, you know.
Yeah,
But my sister's a blonde, so I just didn't get that gene.
my sister is too.
Oh.
Me and my brother came out red, and my sister's blonde, and my mom always jokes saying that she ran out of red.
She ran out of red. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Are either of your parents red, or did you just kind of get that?
No, it was on my mom's side, like her great grandma.
Okay,
Her brother, two of her brothers are red. So
that's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, I know that I was pretty sure that your parents didn't have to be in order for you to have it. So,
no, it was weird. Well, my mom was like a brownish reddish, kind of like how Kitty's hair is
oh, okay,
when she was
okay.
younger. Yeah, she wanted to come in. I'm like, not tonight. Let me get my first live out there.
Next thing you know, you're going to be doing lives with her.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sure she would love that.
Oh yes. It's
Every
pretty
time I see her, I'm like, that girl needs her own channel.
She's nuts. She's funny.
Both my parents are red. They had two blondes and a brunette.
Ah, see?
I think it's really interesting the way genetics work. It's really cool.
Yeah. Like I'm red. My husband has like black hair. And uh when my first two were born, they were born red. And then after 6 months, they went blonde.
Oh.
And it was just like weird. And then Kitty, she always came out kind of like brownish reddish. Blondes have more fun.
I guess I'll never know.
I know that blonde has more fun. That's my season. But yeah, it's just weird how it works.
Definitely is.
Are you working on anything tonight or no?
No, I was doing the Band Buddy book all day. And
Uh,
so I just kind of gave myself a little bit of a break. I was working really hard over the weekend to kind of get ahead on other stuff. So like my wearable Wednesday, I have quite a bit of it done. I don't have the front panel done, but I have quite, I have a lot to show for that. And then I did the straps for things we're making Thursday. I'm not putting it together this week.
Yeah, I was working on the straps earlier today too. That was easy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too
Putting it
bad.
together.
Hi, Joseph. I keep asking Roman when he's going to do a live. Joseph always asks me when Roman is doing a live.
Oh, he should.
Yeah, and he wants to, but then when I say, when are you going to do it? I don't know. Deb says, I don't think you all are gray enough to use purple shampoo. I'm totally gray, and it works great for me. I actually leave it in for a bit before I rinse it out. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe there's not enough gray in there, but I do feel like it did make a difference in the gray that I did have. I think it did turn it a little bit more white. But I just took my hairdresser's suggestion. She told me to start using it. So of course she's young. I'm probably like, yeah. Joseph said I got banned from doing live due to copyright issues. Yeah, you have to be careful. You can't use by the way, Joseph is around Roman's age. He's a relative of mine. His grandmother and my mom were cousins. So beyond that, maybe you know Joseph, but oh, you're 12. Well, I knew you were about Roman's age. But yeah, so Roman's 15. I was going to say, for copyright, you do have to be careful, because if you use songs that are somebody else's song and you don't have permission, they can get you on copyright. I found that out the hard way too, because when I first started doing videos, I was using music that was in iMovie. And I thought, I wasn't trying to break copyright, but I actually thought that the songs there were songs that you could use, but apparently not, because I had some copyright marks on those videos that I used those songs in. But when I went back and took the songs out, it was fine. So, and it's not just songs, but a bunch of things you have to be careful of for copyright.
Speaking of copyright, I'm happy that got resolved with your book.
Me too. And it's
your pattern.
Yes, and it's past I don't know, they had like 7 to 10 days to dispute it, and they either didn't or they couldn't, so thankfully that's behind me.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. For those of you who don't know, I have a pattern for a dragon head dice bag, and this is not the first time this has happened, but somebody took my pattern and started reselling it, saying it was theirs. And I had to kind of fight with Etsy a little bit. I wasn't really fighting with them. What happened was I wasn't going through the right channel, because I was reporting it like right from that person's page. And I guess that there's a special link that you have to use for a copyright issue. But thankfully, somebody pointed me in the right direction. And once I went through there, they took it down, but I had to prove that it was mine, that I wasn't just saying that. So I had it published in a book. So I showed them that I had it published in a book. And I've been making that pattern probably since like 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. So I had pictures on my Facebook page from back that far of the dragon head dice bag. And so I sent the pictures of that, and they didn't give me any issue with it. They immediately took down the other person's. And then, yeah, the other people were told, because this is what they said to me. They said, we're telling the other people that if they can claim that either they had it before you did, or that they have like some kind of copyright certificate or something, then they can dispute it. But if they can't claim anything like that, then it's just done. So thankfully that's done.
Yeah.
But when you have a pattern, you can make that pattern and sell the items that you made. But what's frustrating is I've had people make my pattern and then say, I made this using my own pattern.
Yeah,
and I'm like, no, you might have changed one stitch, but this is my pattern. If you look at it and you look at my pattern, it's my pattern.
Yeah. Just give me my credit, please.
Yeah. And there's not a ton that can be done about that because like they are allowed to sell it and the actual physical item that you make is not copyrighted. It's just the words, the written pattern is the only thing that is copyrighted. So, you know, you can plead with the person, do the right thing. Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Such whiskers.
Oh, so cute.
I thought I
Hiding.
heard something back here. I was like, what is that? Then I seen her little head poke through.
Oh, so cute.
Sorry.
Had to join in, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Kitty joined in after all.
Yeah.
Just the wrong kitty.
Yep.
So Nisi said, that's wrong. People need to give credit where credit is due. It's a shame that more people aren't honest. It's really upsetting, you know. So one of the people I reached out to them. This was last summer, and they were making the pattern. They weren't selling the pattern, but the physical thing, and they were saying, "This is made by me with my own pattern." And they fought with me a little bit, but then I guess maybe their conscience got to them. I don't know because like there really wasn't much I could do. You know, even if I hired a lawyer, I don't think there was much that they could do because they were selling the physical item, not the pattern, not the copyrighted thing. But they eventually they kept their description exactly the same, but in the very last sentence they put inspired by Heather from Strings and Threads. So it's still said in high up in the pattern or in the description, it's still said made with me using my own pattern, you know. But then at the end, she just said inspired by Heather from, and I was like, well, I guess that's the best I'm gonna get. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She should have put I was forced to write.
Yeah. She made me write this. Horrible, horrible. Thank God
Yeah.
that's done.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I don't feel like fighting
I
this the
hope
rest of my life. I mean, it's great that people like the pattern, but good grief.
Yeah,
It's almost been more trouble than it's worth.
yeah. Ugh. I did the
So.
cereal one. That one was fun. I like.
Oh, yeah, I saw that you made that one.
I want to
That's
do the fries one next. That
I
one.
like that one too. I might have it here. Let me see if I have the fries. It's just right here. I'm so unprofessional. The last time I left the live too to find something.
It's fine. Da 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 allergy. No? Okay.
Yeah, I found it. Sorry. I knew it was just like right here. The French fry bag.
I love it.
And then you could just put whatever you want on the inside. And it closes tight.
That's so cute.
Bridget, she said, I'm going to put it on here. I've seen some patterns say you can't sell anything made from this pattern, but I didn't think that would be legal. So from my understanding, and I'm not a lawyer, I'm working on a spa bubble facial scrubby pattern by Crojo Corner. Awesome.
Ooh.
Very cool. From my understanding, people can request that you not sell those items, but legally they can't do anything about it if you do, as long as you give them credit for as the designer. That's my understanding. I've read a lot about the copyright law just because I've had to go through this so many times. Oh, I hear.
Yeah. Let me let her out.
Thank you, Linda. I pulled out one more.
Be unprofessional.
The taco bag. And then it opens up here and you can put stuff in here and then pull it tight. I like that one too. That one was right with the French fry one, so I figured I'd pull that out too.
Okay.
So the famous dragon head. Let me grab it. Jess, I'm an awful like sidekick here. I keep
No,
running
you're
away.
fine.
I don't know what I'm gonna need, so I don't really have anything like I know that everything's in this room and I know where it is in this room, but as long as you give them credit, it's fine. I thought so, Linda. I think like they can request, but I don't think legally they can say you can't sell what my pattern makes. This is the dragon head one that keeps
Cool.
getting all the giving me all the grief.
Yeah.
Goes in there. Then it closes up here.
That is
So
so cool.
it was really fun to make, and it took me years to get the pattern right. I had to edit that pattern a lot, so I put a lot of time and work into that pattern, and it's just so frustrating when people can just like buy my pattern and then say it's theirs. You
Yeah.
know, that was no work for you. Might have
Yeah.
been there a couple bucks, but it's not.
Yeah,
It
that's all
wasn't
your
yours.
blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you look at the one that I posted, like if you were to scroll back far enough in my Facebook, this would be in my Strings and Threads Facebook, not my personal one. But if you scroll back and you found it, the picture that's there isn't exactly like this one. It's very, very close, but it's because I didn't have the pattern perfected yet. So, it takes a while when you make something to figure it out and get it right.
Oh yeah, I give you credit. I don't know. I try. I can't. For some reason I can't.
Oh, I think you could, Jess. You're very creative. You're very creative.
Oh, thank
It
you.
was hard at first to write them down because it's so much more work. Like if I had an idea, I just wanted to make it. I didn't want to worry about sitting there and writing down everything that I
Mhm.
was doing to make it. But
True.
yeah, that's the hard part is that it's just more work when you are trying to. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, because you just wanna go, go, go. You don't wanna
Yeah.
go, stop, go, because then you lose your whole flow.
Yes. Yes, for sure. For sure. But then I'm afraid, like, if I make it and then go back, I'll forget everything that I did, or I won't make
Yeah,
it again the same way. So that's
true.
happened before where I'm like, I just want to make it. And then I make it and I'm like, oh, when I tried to remake it, it wasn't the same. I didn't remember.
Aw.
So, yeah. But if there's anybody out there who knows technically what the copyright is, if you could let us know. I'm just going by my interpretation because of all the reading I've done. But like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know 100%. But I think most people are kind of in agreement that you can sell anything you make from a pattern as long as you give it credit. But, you know,
That's what I always thought.
I have seen that before, and I think Erin at Crafting Kitty is doing her Fridays with Fred. I think she mentioned that that book says you're not allowed to sell anything that you make from that book.
Oh,
So I don't know. I don't think that's right. I didn't say anything to her, and if she cared, I don't. It doesn't sound like she's wanting to sell anything from that book. The sweater she's making for her husband. Linda said, I'm in the process of designing a top, and it's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work to
yeah.
design that. I can't wait to see it. I hope you show it on your channel, Linda.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Jess and I are trying to get more comfortable with wearables.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
That's okay. I've shown some doozies too. So.
Yeah, we'll get there. Well, your stuff looks good.
Well, I had the two. I had the one cardigan, but you've made a lot of really nice cardigans too.
Yeah.
So those worked out for you. I did the one cardigan, and then I had two shirts that turned out, but I've had more failures than successes. So it, it's just figuring out, and it's hard to know if the pattern's going to know your right size. Like if somebody who is designing the pattern Linda said, I'm going to do a tutorial. Awesome. That'll make it easier. Maybe we'll have to feature that on our Wearable Wednesday or something.
Yes, yes, we definitely
Bridget said, I just did my first crochet tutorial. I did a cable tank top. Oh, I'd love
Other
to see
table.
that. I'm going to have to go and look. It's crochet, not knit.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Yeah, I'm only just getting used to knitting.
I don't know.
But
Knitting scares me.
I think you'd be able to do it. It's fun. It's just a little bit slower. At least to me, it's a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But I think you could do it.
I was watching somebody on YouTube one time and they were just woof, 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 woof. I was like, whoa.
Maybe they had it sped up.
Yeah, they had to have. I was like, wow, that's intimidating.
Yeah, I was just going to say with people who design the tops, like if it's somebody who wears a small and they were designing it on them and then they were kind of guessing, add this many chains or whatever. I don't know.
True.
Lacey said, I haven't done a cardigan yet. Linda does say it does take longer. Okay, so I know you're an experienced knitter, so I'll go with you. I can't tell if I'm slow, if it's just because I'm newer that it's slower, or you know, I learned a little bit when I was young, but I never like went anywhere with it. So I knew how to like do the knit stitch and the purl stitch, but I didn't really do much beyond that. So it's only really been like the past, you know, half a year that I kind of got into it. What
She
did
loves
Bridget's?
apples.
Go ahead. I love doing wearables. Knitting is slower, but continental with practice can get a good pace going. So yesterday we talked about the difference between continental and regular knitting.
Yes, I learned that.
I didn't know if you saw it, so. Nisi said, my first wearable will be Littleman's hoodie blanket. It has long sleeves. It's a free pattern offered Yarn Inspirations by Jonah. Oh, I love Jonah.
Oh,
Jonah is a little kid that, well, he's not too little anymore, but he's been doing it since he's little. I love Jonah.
On the Drew Barrymore show, and I was like,
oh my gosh,
wow.
that's awesome. What a creative kid. I hope that I mean, I'm sure he's really already pretty successful.
Yeah, I think he wants to be a surgeon or something, and he was doing
Oh,
this to
really?
like help his like steady hands or something.
Well, I hope it pays for his college because
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's got lots of subscribers. His Instagram is crazy. So Linda said that's a start. Yep, we're getting there. I still kind of mess up when I have to like increase, decrease, like the way to make it so that there's like a little laciness to it. Sometimes it gets a little too lacy. So maybe I'm dropping a stitch or something. I'm still working on that, but you know.
I've done a few Tunisian projects, and I like to pretend when I'm doing that that's my knitting.
I've heard it's similar to knitting, but I never tried Tunisian. It's on my to-do list. I have the needle for it.
Yeah, I have
I just haven't done anything with it yet.
Oh crap! I almost knocked everything down. Yeah, I have a whole bunch here.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
That I did find that hurted my my wrist a little bit because you gotta because you're going in each stitch and then you gotta like pull off and then go in, and but it was fun. It came out really nice.
Oh, cool. You have to show it.
Yeah, I gotta find out where it is. I have stuff everywhere.
I need to find some time to grab a tutorial and learn how to do it. What were you working on tonight, Jess? I'm sorry, you asked me and then I never got to ask you.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I was just being nosy.
I'm resting my brain.
It's well deserved. I'm actually doing the same crochet boho top thing, but in the nutmeg.
That is so pretty. That color is so pretty.
Trying to maybe make this one fit. See?
Aw.
Uh, but that's another thing that I like about this is it's making me not give up. Like doing this whole YouTube channel and doing wearable Wednesdays with you. Like normally I'd be like, well, that didn't work. I'm done. But I don't know. This just makes me want to just like keep trying.
Keep
So
trying, because I have I've showed my mess ups too. So it's it's a learning thing for all of us. That's what I figure. Like if I make a commitment to come on and show, even if I mess up, then I'm going to get better.
mm-hmm.
So stick with it with me, you
Yeah,
know.
I'm there with you, girl.
Sweet Pea Sid said, "Hi, she's here for a quick minute. Good to
Hi,
see you.
welcome,
I love your channel."
welcome.
She has lots of You have a lot of tutorials, don't you? I'm pretty sure.
Her stuff is pretty.
It's very pretty.
Everyone has
She
such
puts
pretty
the
stuff.
attention. Sarah said, "Share your mistakes too, because someone else may learn from them as well." And
True.
the other thing is that um, people have given me feedback too, and helped me. My mistake might help somebody else, but somebody might see my mistake and know how to fix it.
True.
So
True.
I have gotten a lot of good advice about wearables just through doing this.
Mm.
So hopefully you too.
My first pair of mitts were inside out.
Did you wear them anyway? That's what I want to know. Deb said, "When making wearables, you really have to pay attention to your body measurements first and then the stitch pattern." I think I'm starting to learn that.
Yeah.
"Yes, ma'am," Sweet Pea Sid said, and "aw, thank you. I greatly appreciate it." Yeah, I thought I remembered seeing some pretty good tutorials on your channel. So awesome.
Oh, inside out.
Yeah, I want to know if she wore it anyway.
Yeah.
At least mittens, like, it probably still looks silly inside out, but it's not like wearing a shirt that's inside out or wearing,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Linda said, "Yes, just turn them the right way when sewing." Oh, okay. So you
Ah,
could fix your problem. You
see,
fixed
problem
it.
solved.
Sarah said, "I just named one of Sid's beautiful projects. Such an honor."
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow,
Thank you.
cool.
So,
That is cool.
did it
You have a
rain
song you
today?
Oh, yeah, we had rain for the first time in a long while. Had it been dry where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to do major watering in my garden because it was so dry. My husband has only mowed the lawn once since, the weather changed this spring. And we have a mama and a papa bird that laid a ground nest in our front yard. And
Oh,
since we haven't mowed, they've been there. And man, if you get anywhere closer to them, they're like, "Wah, wah, wah," they're talking to you about it. But now that it's raining, I feel bad for them. They have to be coming to the end of their of the season. Like the birds are going to have to. I think they're going to hatch soon. We looked up the type of bird it was. It was a deer kill, I think is what it was called, something like that. Deer kill bird.
hmm.
But the cycle for the eggs was 27 days, and I swear it's got to be at least set 27 days that they've been there.
Yeah.
But my husband's like, "Well, if I have to mow, I'm not going to try and find where it is. I'm probably just going to mow over it." I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh, those
why
poor
are you
babies." So I keep thinking, like, rain, okay, just rain today, but that's it. Dry out again so that he doesn't mow until the birds are free.
Yeah. Yeah, they made a nest on the side of our house by like the what is that called? The drain pipe thingy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they made a nest right there because I was like, wow, they sound really close. And then the one day I went outside, and I'm like, oh, there you
They
are.
are. That's funny. We had a wreath up last year on our front door, and birds put a nest like right on top of the wreath. And
Oh,
there's bird crap all over our door. It was
yeah,
disgusting.
that's the bad part.
Yeah.
That amazes me though. Like, you ever like really look at their nest?
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Yes.
and they just do it all with their beak because they have no hands or none. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. They do a really good job, and the way that they stay together, it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I was amazed by it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's almost like they have it glued or something. I don't know how they know how to do it, you know? Birds will nest anywhere. That's true.
That's what we're finding out.
Yes. Where's the craziest place you found a nest?
Yeah.
Oh, at our old house, we had a bird fly into the side of our house, like just
Oh,
full speed. And it wasn't even like a door or anything. And it, I don't know, it was like on a suicide mission or something. And it ended up dying and it just like bounced off. We heard this big thud and we went out and there's this dead bird right there. And you could see where it hit its head on our siding. It was like, oh my gosh, what in the world?
yes. I had that happen to me too. Me and my husband were in the kitchen talking in our old house, and all of a sudden it just went boom. And we were like, what the heck? We thought somebody threw something like at our house. We were like, what the heck? And then we found it was a bird. We were like, oh my God.
Yeah. Could you see the house?
Yeah. Like, oh
I
my
mean,
Lord.
I understand it was like a sliding glass window and they thought that, you know, they could come in or something, but it
Yeah.
was not that.
I was like,
Crazy.
oh my God. I was ready to go out and fight somebody. I'm like, who's throwing something in my house?
Watch out, don't get on Jess's
Yeah.
bad side. The redhead.
Yep.
Bridget said last year I had a family of birds in my window. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
That's
God.
close.
Yeah. That's some good bird watching.
And then Sid said, unless they are chickens. Oh, they don't nest anywhere. They'll just lay their eggs everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Friends of mine are chicken farmers and they used to have them in cages, but now like everything has to be free range. But it's actually their farm is so state of the art. It's amazing to go and see it like the way it runs. But they still try to train the chickens to lay their eggs in a certain spot, like near their conveyor belt, so that there aren't eggs everywhere, like where you're trying to step on them and everything. Try not to step
Cool.
on them. So, you know.
My dad always wanted chickens, and my mom just said no.
The people who live behind us, actually, two people, there are two houses there. One of them has a rooster and it just cockadoodle doos all the time. I think like it's got to lose its voice one of these days. Nope. It's nonstop. Cockadoodle doo, cockadoodle doo. But they all have chickens.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have like a fenced in area. The one neighbor has a fenced in area for them, but they let them wander everywhere. And so sometimes they're like in our backyard in the woods. And
Mm.
one day I saw a whole bunch of them at their front door. It was just really weird to see a bunch of chickens at somebody's front door. They also have ducks, and they lost one of the ducks, and
Oh,
they're over at our house like, have you seen our duck? Have you seen our duck? I was like, no. And come to find out, because her daughter was in my class that I worked in, the daughter said, oh, we found our duck. It somehow snuck into our house and laid eggs in our bathtub. I thought that was funny. They
God.
thought we took the duck. Why
Oh,
would I take a duck?
yeah. I got time for that.
No, ain't
But
nobody got time for that.
didn't you post that you had a turtle or something outside your house?
Yes. And
Yeah.
not inside the house, but
No,
like at our
outside.
back door. Yeah, it every June we have we have turtles that kind of come through our yard and migrate back out to the woods. And I don't know much about like turtle migration, but they've done the same thing. We have like a swampy area where the water drains from our neighborhood, and it goes like all the way through. And there's parts of the neighborhood that are just this drainage system. Turtles, like they're always out to the front of our house, and then June comes and they're all walking back. I don't know what they do. I really like, I don't know much about it. I just see them, and every June we see turtles, and it's kind of cool.
Aw.
So people tease us because they're like, you have all the ecosystems where you live, because we have the woods behind us. We have that like marshy area, and we have some flat land. So I
Look
don't
at
know.
you get a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. We just had to have it all.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah, it's fun. I love being here.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but we don't have any pets or any animals. There are cats that live in our woods, of course, squirrels and bunnies. The bunnies are not shy at all. I could go outside and they don't get scared away at all. I could just walk right next to them and they're like, hey, get out of my way.
Yeah, I was driving home the other night and there was a bunny in the street and it just stopped there and I'm like, all right, come on, go. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to hit you.
I don't want to beep or anything, but like, come on.
Yeah, yeah. Geese are like that. They don't want to move.
Hmm. We have them by our job, and sometimes they just cross the street, and it's like everyone stops, and you have like the head one in front, and then like the head
Yep.
one in the back, and they make sure everyone goes. I'm like, you're gonna make me late. Let's go.
Yeah, they make better school crossing guards than anybody else.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
state am I in, Heather? I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm in central Pennsylvania. I'm not too far from Hershey. We were having that conversation earlier. I'm about 45 minutes from Hershey. So, yeah, they have a theme song, don't they? I don't
That's
know
what
what it
I was
is.
trying to think of.
Hershey Park Happy.
Sounds good.
I
Get off
think
the
I think
street.
that at least was one. There was a really cool special on the History Channel about Milton Hershey. He was already a millionaire when he came out here, and he knew he wanted to make milk chocolate, but he didn't have any recipe or anything. He just came out here because this is where the cows were, and he built the factories. He built housing for his employees to live in. It was just really cool. He built the whole thing up, and then he looked for a recipe for milk chocolate. And
That's
then yeah, it's just crazy. It's like, I had this dream and I know it's going to work. You know what I mean? That's really what it seemed like.
yeah.
We got some comments here. Let's see. My Yarny Loft says, hi there. I'm a bit late to the party. I'm glad you're here.
Better late than never.
Yes, we're having fun here. And then Nisi said, we get stopped by peacocks, wild turkeys, and elk here. Going up our private road, I was stopped by the cows in our pastures.
Oh my
The
god.
surrounded they surrounded the truck and rubbed against it. My
Ah!
yukon is black. Oh my gosh. I think they thought I was a cow. Hubby had to come to the rescue because I couldn't move. They had me surrounded.
Oh my god.
I have not seen a peacock around here, but we have plenty of cows because we live like out by where all the Amish farms are. So there's a lot of farmland around us.
I hate those
Uh,
wild turkeys.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. There aren't any in our woods, but there are turkey around here.
oh, I hate those things. Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're mean.
Yeah, they are.
Never a dull moment on the ranch, that's for sure. That's funny. Where are you, Nisi?
Yeah, where are you?
Yeah,
That'd
we're
be pretty
we're
cool to see a peacock.
Yeah, it would be cool. I
Yeah.
don't know though, are they mean? I don't
I
know
don't
much
know.
about peacocks.
I just know they're pretty.
They are. Hi,
Hey! Kiwi!
Kiwi's Crochet Corner. I'm trying to remember. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I know your name. I know your name. Adrian? Is that right? Adrian? Please be right. Adrian, right?
You're better than me. Yes!
Yes!
Got it.
Yay! I remember the name. At least I wasn't calling you by the wrong name. Poor Nisi, I was calling her the wrong name yesterday.
Whenever I
Maybe
see
she's
Kiwi, I just automatically think of her parrot.
yes, yes.
I just automatically think of it.
So where is it? Oh, Nisi said I'm in Big Sky, Montana. We have some
Huh?
ranches here that raise peacocks. Okay.
Oh.
And then Joseph said he's back. He was just doing editing. Cool.
Welcome
I
back.
think that Joseph is a future filmmaker. He makes all
Ooh.
kinds of films. If you ever wanted to check out his station, let me see. Can I pin it? Let me see. If I add you as a moderator, people can click on your name, and if they wanted to, they could subscribe. Let's see. See if that works, Joseph.
Yes, good eye, Adrian. Good eye. Yes. That is Lion Brand Mandala in Centaur.
So Nisi also said we have rancher here that raises alpacas. That's awesome. Do you ever get some of their wool? You can make yarn out of it. I don't know how to make yarn, but that would be kind of cool to know that. Yes, Joseph is a moderator now. So if you wanted to check out his channel, he does a lot of like film type of things. He makes up his own films. And he and Roman have kind of gotten to know each other through YouTube. I don't think he might not be too far from you. Um,
Yeah.
yes, I think he's in New Jersey, but I don't know where.
Hmm.
So
New Jersey represent.
So Nisi said, I don't know how to weave yarn, but we have local yarn dyers that use the rancher's wool. That's cool.
Cool.
That's
That is
cool.
cool.
He's near Ocean City.
I don't know. That's south, right? I think that's more south. I'm more
I don't know New Jersey. I just know that your state, you can go in for free, but you have to pay to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want you to stay.
Yeah.
Bridget says she loves to spin. I wish I knew how.
Ooh.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. That'd be a dangerous new hobby.
Yes, I was thinking that too. I'm like, oh, the time. I don't have enough time for anything new, but it would be cool to know how to do it.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, oh, my husband would kill me if I pick up another hobby.
Y'all are crazy north. I'm sitting way south in Texas. We're supposed to be hit by 106 by Friday. Ouch. Hot. I think though you guys get hot weather though. You
Yeah.
know, we get. I mean, it gets hot and sticky here. Not 106, but you know, sometimes it. And I'm guessing it's similar where Jess is. You know, it can get up into the high 90s
Yeah.
sometimes in the summer. Yeah, where you just want to be inside.
Yes. The sun does not like me.
Me
So.
either. Me either. I had to get some. I don't know if you could see it. I had to get some skin cancer cut out of my arm a couple years ago. So they're like, you stay out of the sun. Doesn't matter. I either turn red or nothing.
Yep, I go lobster
Yeah,
and then right back.
lobster or white. Although I'm not really white anymore. I think since I gotten older and started going through menopause, like, my skin is just naturally red now.
Yeah, you're finished with me. Look at me, I'm like a ghost. Ooh.
No, it's fine. Just call it, porcelain, because that's
Oh,
what they do with the porcelain dolls. They're so pretty. It's porcelain, you know?
yeah.
Yes, in 7 months, I bought 3 wheels, 2 2 used, 1 new, and I still need fiber prepping tools. Yeah, it's so expensive. Oh, okay, so spinning is,
Oh,
like, really
okay.
expensive.
So
No,
that's
never mind. Just buying my yarn is enough.
yeah.
I don't need to buy more equipment.
Yeah, we don't need that.
If you ever get it going, though, maybe we'll buy yarn from you.
Oh, yeah. I definitely
Spinning
will.
is relaxing and can be a bit addictive.
I could see that.
Yep. I go red and peel snow-driven white again. Yeah,
Yep,
Linda, you're in the same boat that we are in then
yep,
too.
me too. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, one time I got burned so bad I had actually blisters all on me and
yes. It's
oh,
and it hurts. It's almost like you're
yeah,
sick when you
yeah,
get burned that bad. It's you like it's like you have the flu.
yeah, yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
So even if it's like cloudy out, my husband's like, "Come here, we're spraying
Yeah.
you down."
That's awesome. I know I'm probably a little bit obsessive with my boys now with the sunblock, and they're on the swim team, so it's like, okay, before we go, let me lather you up.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah, Kitty had a fun day today at school, so she was outside and I was out there spraying her like crazy. She's like, I'm like, I don't care.
It's good that you went because you could reapply. I always like once I moved to the middle school, my boys were still in the elementary school, and when they had fun day, I was like, well, I'm putting it on this early in the morning, but I'm not gonna be there to reapply it.
Yep,
So, let's see. Adrian said, yeah, I just refuse to go outside.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I try not to stay out too long anyway either. I still go out and garden and stuff, but I'm not out there for any length of time. Linda said, me too, Jess. My shoulder's blistered. Oh, that is so painful. I've had that. One time when I was a teenager, I forgot to put sunblock on my ears. I had my hair in a ponytail. I think I went to an amusement park or something. My ears were like sticking out like this, bright red for days, blisters, everything. Oh, it was awful. I never forgot to put sunblock on my ears again after that.
Yeah, that will do it.
Bridget said, people have bought my yarn. One lady took my yarn mixed with thrift in stitches, hand dyed, and made an amazing bag a day shawl. Oh, wow. That's cool. I bet that's awesome seeing your creation turn into something like that.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
That's gotta be cool.
Bridget said, I don't advertise it for sale, but I'll let it go if it's wanted. Oh, that's really nice of you.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I don't want to be greedy, but I want
I
some.
know, right? I'm just saying. You're willing to let it go. Oh god.
Sarah, the worst sunburn I ever got was in overcast. Yeah, I've gotten sunburn in overcast too. The sun wasn't even out. It was the day before I was a bridesmaid in a wedding. Ouch. And I was purple. It hurt
Oh,
so bad when they tried to cover it up for pictures. Oh,
oh my
oh,
god, you poor thing.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Bridget said it was truly a humbling and amazing feeling
I bet.
seeing your yarn in a project. That's awesome.
Ooh.
That's awesome. I almost feel that way when people make my patterns. Like Jess, I probably shouldn't say this because this is really awful, but when you made my cereal bowl, I probably watched that video like 10 times just
Aw.
because it made me feel so good to see someone else make one of my patterns.
Oh.
I
Well,
usually
I'm
sneak
sure you
mine
do.
in.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I really appreciated you doing that. I don't know if I ever said it enough, but I really did. It just made me feel so good that you got the book and then you made something from it. I gave away my book to several people and nobody made anything from it. And I was like, oh, I gave it to you for free and you didn't even make anything. Let's see. Bridget said, I just spun up one up for a current giveaway. Wink, wink. Okay, so we have to go to her channel.
Oh, okay. So we got to enter that giveaway.
I will. Let's see if I can make her a moderator and we can get her. Can I do that with more than one person, or can only one person at a time do that? Maybe I can't do that.
I have no idea.
I was going to see if I could highlight your. Can I pin it up here or something? I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it every time I come on here.
Yeah.
If anybody thinks I know what I'm doing, no. You can have multiple moderators. You can have as many mods as you like. Okay, it's not working the same way as when I put Joseph as a monitor. I just kind of held his name down and it gave me that option, but now I'm holding her name down. You can make more than one person a moderator. Let me see if I can do it up here. Oh, here we go. Let me see. Pin the message. Well, here, let me see what happens if I pin it. Can you guys see it like as a pin or something? Just click on the ... and pull down the menu. Okay, let me try that again then. Oh, there we go. I see it. Okay. We should have you now. So people can click on your channel and enter the wink wink. There we go. The tech side is the hardest part of all this for me. Me too.
Oh, yeah. I usually call my kids. I'm like, help.
I've done that more than once. Roman, come here. It's very heartwarming when you do see someone make what you've designed, even if it's just one person. There's a lot of work that goes into designing. Yes, that's really true. Oh yeah, Bridget right there with you. No, it is true. It does feel really good to see, something that you've done. That's why I like going to Etsy when people leave feedback and then they put a picture of what they made. It's like, oh my gosh, so cool. So I barely know how to work my own phone, Sarah says. Joseph, this is where we need you. Come and tell us all this techie stuff. He's
Yeah.
making whole movies, we're all behind the ball here.
That is cool.
So Joseph, maybe you should do some videos on how to, look at us old ladies who don't know how to do anything. And, maybe we'll be watching your videos, how to edit, how to, I don't know if he's still here. If he's still here, hopefully he heard that.
Hell.
So
I'm so glad I got to do my first live with you because I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, what do I
now
do?
you can
Like, just click the button, just click it. I'm like, this one? Oh no.
That's why I sent you that link.
Yeah, well, I was like, well, she sent me a link. He's like, yeah, go to that. I'm like, okay.
Well, now you can do it again. But I was just so excited that we could talk like face to face because I always feel like I know you. Like when I'm watching your video, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just here with Jess, I'm just here hanging out with Jess, You didn't know that you were doing that, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I could figure it out on my own, LOL. You could do it, Sarah.
Yeah, sorry, yours was good with Heather too. See, look at Heather just bringing people along and
Somebody had
out.
to show me. Someone had to show me too. So.
Well, didn't you just like click the button the one time?
I did. I was like, I can't help it. I'm just going to click the button. Well, then I clicked it and I realized you have to wait 24 hours. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not like trying it out right now.
I didn't know that either, and I was all like freaking out last night when I was trying to get on with you. I'm like, what is this? Like, nobody told me.
I didn't know it either. I just kind of found it out. So I don't
My
know.
kids were like, oh, I thought you'd be too chicken, so we didn't tell you about it. I'm like, oh, thanks a lot. I'm like, you're not wrong, but
Adrian said, I did my first live by myself and it was quite awkward. There wasn't a lot of chatting going on, and I was like reaching for things to talk about. That's what I was afraid of too. I just thought, well, like if there's nothing to talk about, then plus I felt like I was talking to myself and that was weird. I always feel like that when I'm making a video, like when I'm making my videos each week. That's why I started putting the bloopers in, because all the time I'm just like blah 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 blah, and then I'm like, well, that sucked.
Yep.
you know. So, but I figured when I push the button, I'm like, if no one comes on in the first 5 minutes, I'll just leave. Or if like things just are not progressing, I'll just leave, especially when it was just me. But it depends on who comes on, because I think everybody kind of likes to get to know each other. When we see each other's videos, we kind of start feeling like we know the people, like I said, I feel like I know you, Jess, even though this is the first time we ever spoke like face to face. I still always felt like I knew you. Same with Jenna. And when Jenna came to visit, it was like we were long lost friends. It's because
I was so jealous.
I felt like I
want to be there.
She came to Pennsylvania for some kind of like wrestling thing. And she was in Pittsburgh, which is like 5 hours from me. It's not close to me at all. She's like, well, I'm coming to Pennsylvania. I could come visit. And when she said where she was, I'm like, that's like 5 hours away. And she's like, that's okay. We're coming anyway. And then apparently she took the Pennsylvania Turnpike to get to us. Apparently there was all kinds of construction and it took her way longer than that to even get here. And I felt bad because she only really got to visit about 3 or 4 hours before she had to leave. But I mean, it was really nice. And her husband is really nice too. Her husband and my husband got along really well.
Oh, that's good.
And so it was a good visit. But yeah, it was just kind of a random thing because she was here. But Jess, you're welcome to come over too. I mean, if you want to drive the full 2 hours,
I could do it. I'll put my podcast on and go.
Oh, I love doing that too. Podcasts, and yeah, it's almost like no time is going on when you're listening to those sometimes. Get a good one going.
Oh, yeah.
So we had a couple of. Bridget said, I'm not that brave. The live thing is so scary. I think to myself today, I'll do it. Then I come up with 10 million reasons it would be better to wait till tomorrow. Sarah said, it was fun hanging out, but I got to take off for dinner. Have a great night, ladies and Joseph. Night, Sarah. Good night, Sarah. Have a good night.
Thanks for hanging in.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. It was nice to see you always.
Yes.
Sid said, I'm the exact same way, Bridget. I've tried lives with others. I've accepted it's not my thing. I deal with my social anxiety and psych myself out. Adrian said that might be a this might be a dumb question, but what exactly is a podcast? So, do you want to explain it or?
I don't know. It's kind of like radio, but people have like their own station, I guess. And depending what
That's a good way to explain it.
Depending what your interest is or whatever, like you could do true crime. They have some comedy ones. It's a bunch of different stuff, and you just listen to it. I don't know. I truly like the crime ones, but
yeah, because it's like you're hearing stories, really. It's almost like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like YouTube without the video, but it's, like it can be, and like Jess said, any kind of like special interest type of thing, crime or history. The History Channel has one, where you can listen to the history of different things that they bring up. And there are good ones and bad ones, as with anything else.
Yeah, I think I found like a crochet one time, but they were like talking about like, I guess like the business, like if you were trying to sell, and I'm like, no, I need to like see the crochet. I can't just like
Yeah.
hear about it. I want to
I think it
see
would be
it.
hard to do a crochet one. I'm gonna see. Excuse me.
God bless you.
Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Oh, the pollen is crazy.
Oh,
So
yes. I'm just glad that smoke is gone. Oh, that's
oh, that was
horrible.
terrible. Thank you. Thank you, Bridget. I was trying to suppress it, but then I was like, no, it's coming.
Let it out.
Yeah. Did anybody else get affected so badly by that Canadian wildfires? Because it was really bad here. Jess said it was really bad. And I
Yeah.
imagine that anybody in New York must have been, you know, really struck with it. We were not allowed to burn like fire pits or any kind of fires. It was also dry. We also hadn't gotten a lot of rain, but it was crazy the amount of like it almost looked like a house in your neighborhood was burning, and it smelled like that too. Like the smoke was crazy. Bridget said, I'm going to run along. It was great to visit with you beautiful souls. Oh, you too, Bridget.
Oh, it's
It
nice to
was,
see you.
yeah, it was so nice that you came and stopped by. Thank you so much. So Sid said, take care, Bridget.
Shannon Talks Yarn has a great podcast that she. Oh, I'll have to try that. I guess what does she just talk about all different kinds of yarn?
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, how do you do that without being able to see it?
Yeah.
Adrian said, we just have insane amounts of pollen. All the vehicles being painted yellow by the trees. Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I have acres of woods behind me. We're kind of like out in the middle of nowhere. So we get that too. Luckily, we can park our car in the garage, but our other vehicle has to be parked out in our driveway. And that one is like yellow, like greenish yellow. That one doesn't get driven very much either because my husband works from home.
Lucky.
I know. I'm so jealous. I am so jealous.
One day, Heather. One day.
One day, fingers crossed. You join me too, Jess. We'll be
Yes.
doing it. Well, he always had to go into the office, but then when COVID hit, they realized that they could hire people from around the world, and because he works in technology, so
That's good.
so they have people now that live in India, live in the Ukraine, you know, all over the place that work for his company.
Wow.
And so they closed their office after COVID, which was good for him because he had a long commute. He had to commute like almost an hour on the turnpike. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
worked out. I like it better too because sometimes I would worry, you know, it's a lot of driving.
Yeah. Turnpike's scary.
Yeah. I always tease him. Yeah, it is. It is scary. I always tease him though that he has a corner office here because when he first started working from home, we were in our old house, and our old house was nice, but it was just really small, and there was nowhere for him to work, and so he had to work in our unfinished basement. So like, there's no windows or anything down there, you know, cobwebs and dark.
Get to
And
the
so he was almost like a hermit, you know. But then, luckily, over COVID, we were able to build this house, and we made sure he had a really nice office. So I tell him he has his corner office, and it really is. It's in the corner of the house, so he has window on two sides of his room, and then the one that faces into the house has glass doors. So he, you know, he gets light from the house going into the glass doors, and it's a bigger room. He has a couple of hobbies. He likes to paint like little miniature characters. I could never do it because he uses like paint brushes that have like one hair on them, you know, to paint all these
I
tiny
seen your
details.
turtle yesterday. I don't know how you did that.
I don't know, but there's still a crochet hook with that. I just can't paint. Painting is not my thing. But he does that, and he also does woodworking. He doesn't do his woodworking in his office, but he has a little paint station set up in his office. So it's kind of like his little hobby room and his work room. So he's kind of hooked up
Cool.
where he is.
Yeah, look at him. He moved up in that.
He's moving up in the world. So I'm like, oh, you're in your corner office again. But it's much better than being in the basement. I always felt bad for him. He'd come up, he's like, "Oh, it's so bright up here." He had a little heater down there because it was so cold.
Yeah, I used to stay in the when I got older, I moved and my mom when I lived with my mom, and I moved
Uh-huh.
my room down to the basement. It was always so cold, but it was fun.
It's nice that she had your own space there for you, Even if it
Mhm.
was a cold basement, it was your own space.
Yeah, it was fun. Mm,
Well, your mom is definitely really cool.
yeah, thank you. She's a cool girl. She couldn't come to the craft fair, and I was pretty upset by that. I want to do one with
Oh,
her next time.
yeah.
Next
I
time.
guess it was hard changing the
Yeah,
date. If you're expecting it to be one day and then they have to change it, it can mess
yeah.
everything up. Was she going to do it with you initially? Like
Mhm.
before? Okay, so it was the date
Yeah,
change that messed it up.
yeah. My dad and my husband were there. It was fun, but you know, I needed my
A
crochet
long time.
buddy. You
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Aw. I've never done a craft fair. I usually do everything like online.
It's fun, but it's nerve-wracking. Like it's like to get prepared and to make sure you have everything, and then you're like, do I have enough? Is like what I stress
Yeah,
out.
I guess you never know what's going to sell either. Adrian has said something here. Let's see. Well, guys, I got to run. I need to finish binge watching. Oh, Game of Thrones before my free trial runs out. I want to finish up some of these hexagons tonight. Much love. Same to you. I loved Game of Thrones, by the way. I loved it, loved it, loved it.
It was
I,
good.
I love the dragon one that came after it, too. I forget what it was called. It was some kind of dragon something. What?
I said, of course.
Okay, I love dragons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, Adrian. Make sure you get it in with your free trial.
Enjoy. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah, it was good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, those hexagons.
Did you hear about her scam? I felt bad for her. Someone
No.
scammed. Oh, she did a video about it. Never I never see the dragon one. Good night, guys. Good night. It was like a spin-off, I think, of Game of Thrones. Dragon something. I don't know.
Like that House of Dragon or something? Or
Mr. Handsome yes, House of Dragons. You got it. Yes, yes, yes.
ding ding ding.
Yay, yes. I loved it. Um, Nisi said, Mr. Handsome loves dragons. I made him an amigurumi dragon last year. Woohoo!
Ooh,
I love that. I love that.
cool.
See my dragon head dice bag? So it's in the bag again, but so Adrian had a giveaway and someone emailed her and said, I'm in some Asian country, I don't want the yarn, since you can't ship the yarn, how about you just ship me the $30, that the value of the yarn. So
Mhm.
she did that. And then, like a few hours later, the real winner contacted her and said, I'm the winner of your yarn giveaway. And then
Oh,
she's like,
my
yeah, so she was out $30
gosh.
from scammer. That's why I always do mine where you send me your address ahead of time. I know that some people might think that's weird, but that way I don't think a scammer is just going to send me before the giveaway their address. It's not really a scam then. They're just entering the giveaway.
True, true. Oh, you gotta be careful. Oh, that's horrible. You just try to do something fun.
Yeah, yeah,
People, they gotta ruin everything.
I know. Sucks. Oh,
I keep shaking my camera. I can't sit still. I'm used to
so
moving.
excited. Get your hands busy.
My jazz hands. Oh,
Well,
I
I
hope.
don't know about you. Are you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, Yeah.
It was really cool doing this with you. We'll have to do another one, Jazz.
Yes,
It was
definitely.
awesome.
And then once together,
Yay! Yay! I got
once
to
all
talk
the
to you face to
craziness
face.
calms down.
What?
Once all the
What's it?
craziness calms down of like the graduation, the birthday parties, I'll get out there.
Yes. Yay! Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce.
Excited.
I'm so excited. Yeah, just email me or text me or whatever, We'll
Yeah.
figure it out. But it was really nice talking to you kind of like face to face here. Fun
Yes, you
live. Glad I
too.
was able to catch it. I'm glad that you came to Nisi. It's been really
Yes,
nice getting to know you lately. Thank
yes.
you for
We're
coming by.
yes.
All right. Well, yep. Have a great night. You too, and everyone in the chat. Yes. Good night, everybody in the chat. All right. Well, we'll chat again soon, everybody. Good
Yes.
night.
Good night. Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.